Okay, coming up right now, we've got Question Mark versus Billy Silveira. Are you familiar with Billy?
I've seen him play a little bit on YouTube, but I don't know him personally. It looks like the other gentleman just made the 9 on the break.
9 on the break for Question Mark.
1-0.
By the way, I met Question Mark outside earlier today, but I've been meeting so many people today.
Let me go to the board and get his name.
You're gonna do that? Okay,
yeah,
thanks. I was just gonna text.
He deserves that.
I was just gonna text. Well, I was gonna text Angel to have him send it to me, but do that.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Bart Mahoney tells us that Middle Ditch was good at trick shots. He was a trick shot guy. George Middleditch. Middleditch. This is Daniel. I'm sitting here waiting for Nelson Silva to come back, and I feel bad. I forgot this guy's name. He introduced himself to me outside, but it was just right in the middle of a feeding frenzy of things going on. So, all right, who do we got? Grasshopper.
Raymond Garcia.
Ray Garcia. Oh, that's right. He was just trying to get. He was the guy running late, and.
Everybody's calling and telling me that he didn't have 6. Is there any way you can check?
I'd have to do it later. Okay, I'll take a look.
There's like 3 people calling me and telling me that.
Okay, you commentate. I'll take a look.
I thought he had 3, and I looked up there.
You commentate. I'll take a look.
All right, Daniel, go ahead. All right, so Raymond Garcia and Billy Silveira. So Mr. Raymond is up 1-0. Tough 1 ball. This might be the hit it and stick it. Uh-oh. Got on the wrong side of that 6. So Billy's got a tough 1 ball here. And he's playing a safety. Let's see what Mr. Raymond's going to do here. It's kind of a tough shot. Try to make it in the side.
I'm counting the right now.
So Mr. Daniel Bush is checking out the score from the Freddie and Tommy match to make sure we get that right. You know, you got that match going in fast speed. It looks. Good shot, Billy. Looks like he's got a combination on the 2-8. He got safe. Only problem with that safe is the 9 ball should be going for a ride here. It's a little unnerving. Oh, he didn't even hit the 9. Oh, he made the 2 in the side. Good kick. Mr. Jeff Purvis over here in the stands, getting my attention. So you got your 2 minutes of fame. Mr. Raymond shot the 3 and almost lopped in the 8. Billy's gonna like this. Oh, I was drinking this. He told me it was my water.
It's just it's only a cold sore. I've had it for years.
Thanks. No wonder my lips are getting swollen.
Oh boy.
You know, John, I've been playing you for years. I never got. I'm speaking over here on the side with John Henderson. I try to beat you out of money, never could.
Yours, ain't it, Daniel?
So I'm still in your water. Mr. Raymond tried a nice long shot. Gave it a good attempt.
It's on 6:30. You reveal that game?
I'm reviewing it,
Yeah, we already got it in the office.
How did you know? Oh, you watched it?
Watched it on tape.
That was quick.
Yep. So it's 6:30.
That's what we thought, right?
But you know, I'd just go ahead and go through it since since they already saw it. So Mr. Silveira looks like he's going to get the second game here. Looks like this is going to become a 1-1 match here. Billy likes to play one pocket.
Yeah, Billy's a good player. I grind with him one pocket quite often.
That's probably where I watched him play. It was against you.
Yeah. Last time I played, I lost to him, but I wasn't playing well.
I had to take the 9 on the break on the hill.
You did.
Yeah, I didn't make hardly any balls the whole set. I made 3 balls. Going dry.
Mr. John Henderson said that he had to make the 9 on the break to win his match. That's pretty good.
Hey, do you guys want to join each other and give me like a 10-minute break?
All right.
All right.
Okay, there we are.
Are we here? Okay. You can't get rid of me, folks. John Henderson back.
John Henderson here with the Grasshopper.
I am 3-0 on the winner's side, which is kind of remarkable. I came from behind, got on the hill, and made the 9 on the break. And if you've ever seen me break a 9-ball, you'd realize...
You know what, John? Don't take offense, but for your age, you play extremely well. Extremely well. And that's a huge compliment.
Well, Aldana and Vilmos have a close one over there, 5-4.
Wow. Well, Robert can really play with the big boys.
He can when he's playing enough. He won the very first memorial tournament we had against some pretty good players.
I think Tommy Sora did also.
What?
Tommy Sora won this tournament last year or the year before?
Oh, he's playing. He's a good player. He's won. I mean, but, well, you know, I mean, Vilmos and Amar are strong favorites, one of them to be there. They're both, you know, they just play. But they're probably the only 2 pros in the tournament. Maybe the young guy, Manny Perez, is a pretty good player, but he's a notch below them. But a race to 6, you're allowed to beat anybody.
Right.
If you get a few rolls, play good, you know, in these short race tournaments, if you just win the games you're supposed to. I had no right winning that last set. That kid I played Plays over in Livermore, I guess. He shoots straight. I missed 2 9s, pretty, you know, that I should have made.
It was Chuck. His name Chuck, with the white shirt you just played over there.
Filipino guy.
Oh yeah. He played me earlier. He beat me.
He beat you?
Yeah,
Oh,
his name's Chuck. He's from San Ramon.
Plays good.
Yeah, he plays pretty
He's
good.
deceivingly good. He shoots really straight.
Yeah, if you give him a nice layout, he's gonna burn you.
Yeah, yeah. But you know, he had me 4-2, and then I made 3, and then I broke and run, and then
That always helps.
yeah. But he had his chances too.
How about this gentleman here? Do you know Raymond Garcia? He's about to shoot here. Do you know this gentleman? I've never seen him play before. Today's the first day.
I believe I've seen him come around. Didn't he come around Fremont once in a while? No.
I don't think so. I do not know where he's from. I don't remember ever seeing him play. He looks.
He reminds me of somebody that goes
Yeah.
in the California
Well,
Village, but it's not him.
I know who you're talking about. It's Divich.
Yeah.
He looks like Divich, but he's not Divich. And Divich also plays with a black cue stick. So, but it's not him.
With one of those
Predators and
Revos.
how about Billy Silvera? You're familiar with Billy.
Oh yeah, I've known Billy's dad for 40 years, probably.
You know what? I think I remember his dad.
Yeah.
He used to go to Hayward a long time ago. The straight
Yeah,
shooter.
good friends with Tall Paul and those guys.
Yeah, I know his dad. Actually, after this match, I gotta go up to him and say, "Hey, how's your dad doing?"
That's not his mother's real sick. Real sick.
Oh,
you know.
that's bad.
Yeah.
You know what? Raymond hit a pretty good shot there.
Yeah, he played weak shape for a good player, but he got away with it here. He plays good.
Yeah, that was a good shot.
But you know, you got to see how they play against the guys that run out against them too.
Yeah.
I mean, Billy plays okay, but
You know, what I'm noticing in this tournament is you have to be I can't even say the word.
opportunistic.
Opportunistic. You have to take advantage of the racks that are given to you.
You just have to win the games you're supposed to win. You know, and then you're going to be close. But it's hard to win when you're on the bench, and that's what happens when you play Omar and Vilmos, because they break and run out.
Yeah.
Probably, and these tables it's hard to break and run out. You know, they look like they're fairly soft, but they're not. But you know, they're probably, I would say 60%. You watch them, they're break and get out.
You know, these pockets, what I've noticed is they're kind of big, but when you hit a draw shot and you're trying to draw the length of the table, it rattles a lot.
Yeah, they'll pop out when they hit that facing. You're much better off playing pocket speed unless you're close enough to put a power shot on it. But
all right, so this
the Monk was here earlier. He thought it was a one pocket tournament. He played one set. he played one set and lost and went home.
You know, it's too bad. I wanted to take a picture with him.
Yeah, he's been around a long time. People don't. He won the very first big 9-ball tournament in the '60s.
Wow.
Richie Florence put it on at one of the casinos. And it was a weird setup because they played the whole tournament on small tables and the finals on a 4.5 by 9. And the finals were Warren Monk Costanza and Mike Siegel.
Wow.
And it paid $30,000-$40,000, big money. Richie had, you know, great tournaments.
Wow.
And looked like Siegel was going to win it. And he shot a shot and come around the table and titty hooked himself on the 8. And then when Warren won it, he literally fainted dead away.
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, that was a lot of money back then, the 60s,
Sure.
you know. But
There's a lot of money today.
he's a good player. He was a great all-around player.
I love watching Mike Siegel play, too. Oh, my goodness.
I beat him in one of these.
Wow.
1980, 81.
That's
Race to 6, you could beat anybody
I know,
if you
but
get
it's
lucky.
still tough to beat a guy of that caliber. It's not easy.
Well, that's why guys like you and me get in these things. You know, I don't expect to win it, but I expect to maybe play good a set or two.
Right. Have our little moment in glory.
Yeah.
I get happy when I play a Mar and I lose 6-3 or 6-4 or 6-5. I'm excited.
Well, I win once in a while in a one pocket against him, but
That's even more impressive.
Not really, because his one pocket game is nothing like his rotation game. You're talking about a pinpoint cue ball, never miss a ball hardly, break like King Kong. I mean, he plays the game as good as you can play it.
Yeah. His Fargo rating is like 768 or something like that. He's in the top 10 in the world.
He's
in the U.S.
He's right there with Oscar Dominguez and Vilmos and those guys. They're going to take turns beating each other.
He's actually rated a little higher than those two. Not by much. Billy Silveira, 2-1.
3-1. No, 2-2.
Oh, excuse me, 2-2.
Yeah.
No wonder you play better than me. You can see better.
I'm actually lucky for my age. I have my vision has not changed much over the years.
You are a very rare breed in pool. Like, I don't know if I want to say your age on the stream, but you've aged very well, and you play very strong for your age.
Well, I'm happy that I can still play the game that I love to play. It's been my hobby for years.
I can tell you right now, every pool player in here tonight wishes that they can play as good as you do when they get to your age.
Shit, you better be happy to get to my age.
That too.
But it's a great game. A lot of. We have a senior one pocket tournament coming up in October in Houston at Bogies. We've had it. It's to be the fourth or fifth one we've ever had there, and they are a lot of fun. Old guys from all over the country coming and playing one pocket. Yeah, we're good.
Just hit +1 for 1.
Where's the plus? Oh, I see. Okay, got it.
Here's your water right there.
No, I'm good. Let me adjust the score here. How come this didn't change? It's not changing, Daniel. You see that? He says, oh, all you gotta do is hit this. Oh, but you gotta hit it with this. There. Hey! Grasshopper's starting to figure out how to do this.
So you got it right, 2-2?
I got it right now.
You have a future in computers.
I know. Maybe I could do this better than pool. I'm struggling trying to run out.
You don't see a lot of outs on these. This cue ball that they've used here for years, they've never used a cue ball that anybody's used to, a red circle or now. That they've always used these blue or black dots, and they play different.
They do. I'm hearing a lot of players saying that these tables bank a lot different than what they're used to.
They bank all right. If but guys that like to hammer the ball, and they'll shorten up quite a bit. You go back in the South and play bank pool with those guys, they hit everything with warp speed unless it's down the last couple balls and they're playing safe with it. They'll play pocket speed.
Well, you got a lot of humidity over there too.
Yeah.
It's a whole different game. So I didn't see if Vilmos won or if Robert won. So Mr. Raymond is going to try to bank this ball, I believe, in the side. Good attempt. All right. Mr. Billy's going to try to shoot this long shot.
Thank you. Yeah, game-winning shot if he makes it. If he misses it, there's not, unless he rattles the hole and gets over there. He should do it.
That was a good shot. He shoots pretty. He looks like he shoots pretty straight.
He does. Got a nice. He doesn't tense up too much.
Cue stick is pretty low to his chin. I like that.
This was not real good.
He'll spin
Might,
this off the
yeah,
ground.
he can spin it, but he spun himself.
Too hard.
Yeah. Shoots pretty fast. But he can bank this and maybe come around the table or draw it around the table. I don't know.
Well, he spun that really hard.
Yeah.
Got way over.
These tables are deceiving. When they hit their rail, they rail take the stuff. Look at this shot.
Good bank.
Wow. That's a nice out by Billy Silveira. And it's 3-2 Billy.
All right, so Billy won that. Let me mark it up.
Yeah, he made a nice shot.
There was a little bit of controversy today about Freddie's match and Tommy. They weren't sure if the score was right. They went in the back room. They looked at the tape and they said that it was actually correct. It was 6-3. The score was correct.
Who won it?
Tommy did.
Yeah.
Tommy played really well. Freddie played good. Tommy played good.
Tommy he's got that big swing at the ball, and he lines up good and pockets the balls. His kind of general direction shape, but he runs, he runs a lot of racks.
He's got the Barry Bonds swing.
He takes a big swipe at it.
Oh, I think Billy was trying to play safe and kind of locked himself up. Well, this is where you find out how good of a safety player you are when you hook yourself by accident.
I don't know what the hell he's doing here. He's got to kick one rail at it. What's he thinking? He's going 3 rails? Oh, he's trying to bank and put the ball out of play.
Wow, I don't know what he's doing there.
Shot the wrong ball.
Oh, it's a little bit of color blindness. He thought the 4-ball was the 2-ball.
Okay.
I say that joking. I hope he's not, he's not a gentleman that has a color issue or anything like that. If so, I do apologize. I said it in a joking manner.
Okay, we got a nice match over on 17.
Yeah.
Tinsley Johnson against Red Ralph.
One of the strongest breakers in the house, Mr. Ralph.
And he breaks, and he's done it ever for 20 some years, or 20 that I've known him. He breaks with his Southwest cue.
Wow. I don't know how that cue can handle his break.
They can handle a lot more abuse than we put on them.
Well, Billy is going to take ball in hand on the 2-ball. I think what I would do is just come out a little bit and shoot the 3-4.
He's going to play the 9.
I don't think I would do that because that 9's in a kind of an awkward spot. What do you think?
I'd hit it fairly firm and draw back. And
I mean, would you have played the combo to the 4 or the combo to the 9?
well, I mean, if you combo to the 4, you still got to run 5 balls. If you combo to the 9, the game's over.
Yeah, this is a tough combo now.
Oh, he hit it good, too.
And he almost nailed it.
So, but see what he did? He drew the ball, so he left it,
Yeah.
Not that tough.
I'm not sure he can make this.
You don't think he has room?
I think he's going to play safe. He's going to play the 3-ball by the 7 and try to get behind the 5. Oh, no, he had room. I guess he
Well, he
had
tried
room.
to throw it in.
So it looks like Billy's got a nice thin... Oh, he's going to play safe.
He's playing safe, and he didn't get it. Weak safety.
I think I would have gone for that because the 4-ball...
Oh, he got lucky the 8's there.
The 4-ball would have helped him make the ball. I think I would have shot that. Well, Mr. Raymond here might be able to make it in the side, I believe. He's a little hampered.
Well, it's... Problem is then he hooks himself if he don't hit it fairly firm. Or bank it. So, yeah, that's we didn't see that.
I don't think he saw that either.
Then he's got a shot on the 4 to spin out.
Yeah, he can make this. If he gets good position in the 5, rack him up. He should be out.
You cannot put a lot of English on them balls, so the holes won't take them.
Wow.
So he could have just highballed that out of there, probably. Just a little bit of spin. That.
Come on. Keep giving me your secrets so I can get better.
Hold on to the day job. That's all I can tell you.
I need all the little tidbits.
I learned in 1960 I needed a job, and I had one for many years.
Yeah, I'm not fooling myself. I work for a living. I like to play pool for fun. You know, playing pool for my, you know, as a living and poker player, all those type of jobs, that's real tough. It looks glamorous, it looks easy, but it's not.
Well,
Really set him up pretty good there. Mr. Raymond's liking this.
no, he does not. He's not shooting. He's playing a hook.
Why isn't he shooting in the side? I don't understand that. Didn't he look like he had it straight inside pocket?
Well, they're tough, you know, but look at this shot.
Too slow.
No, he put the wrong stuff on it.
Yeah, it slowed the cue ball down.
I mean, he had 4 feet to work with.
I'm kicking behind the 9.
If he can hit it thin, I'm hitting it thin and just playing
Or
safe.
if he can.
Oh, he thought he could make it.
Wow, he shot that really fast. I think he just gave up a nice little easy combo. And you know what? He's not going to shoot it. That 9 ball is so close to the hole. I shoot that. I don't care.
Well, yeah, you have to shoot that.
I mean, I know
You can't miss it if you shoot it easy. You know, but oh well, you can miss anything. I can't say that.
If you hit it too full.
Because you know the shot down the rail is harder than this one.
Yeah. Uh-oh, and a scratch.
You follow it in?
He did, he scratched.
Oh my God! See, that's where you need an extension or a rake. This is one of those games nobody deserved to win.
We all have bad days. It looks like Tinsley won the first game over there on table 17 against Ralph. Looks like Mr. Silveira is about to get to 4. There it is. 4-2. Mr. Silveira, Billy Silveira has 4, and Ray Garcia has 2.
Where does Ray play from? We don't know.
I don't know.
We have a lot of new guys here, and the new guy. You know, and we were talking about it before. You know, they've changed the Mez West tour to let in, you know, the weaker players. It used to be the biggest handicap was you go to 7.
Right.
And guys our speed really have no chance beating guys like Dominguez and Vilmos and Amar 9-7. They go to 9.
Right.
But there are a lot of guys that we can beat that like to play and play. So now they go to 6, and it's, you know, they're getting well over 100 in every tournament they've had. They've had what, 3-4 of them so far on this year's tour. 127, 124, 104. They and a lot of new players, and that's, look here, we have 104 here. So it's nice. You know, I only play in the local 9-ball tournaments, you know, but I'm glad, you know, for the guys that like to play it, I'm glad to see that that they have some bigger tournaments where they can mix it up with good players and become better players, because that's what I tell you. When I learned how to play, you know, you didn't get much weight, you know, you just got up and played.
You know, the one thing I really like about your 9-ball game, whenever you get to 6, 7, 8, and if it's not a relatively easy shot, you're going to play a really good safety. And you win a lot of games like that, a lot of matches. And I'm starting to try to use that a little bit.
Well, you know, you want to. Sometimes you have a tendency to try to shoot yourself back into stroke if you play bad position or something, and come with that tough shot, and it's
hard to do.
Yeah, make them make the tough shot if you.
Yeah, I call that my John Henderson safe. When I'm playing safe on a 6 or 7 or 8.
Yeah, a lot of people just won't do it. You know, I mean, but.
Well, you know.
Look at here.
When you first start to play safe, you tend to miss your safes, and then you don't want to play safe anymore because you missed your safe. But you just got to stick with it until you get it down pat.
Well, you know, it's the one foul ball in hand I'm really not crazy about, but it's speeded the game up. You know, we used to play 2 shots shootout, we call it. But there weren't a lot of tournaments there, you know, and they changed the rules, you know, when they were trying to get it on TV to speed the game up, and where people that weren't players could understand it better. And
well, Billy's starting to stroke the ball
and hold their attention for people who wanted to watch it. Well, the guys gave him so many chances.
Yeah. I don't know if you noticed or not, but Billy's got a ring that looks like a little pool table.
I think it does. I think
it's
it
pretty
does.
cool ring.
Yeah.
Talk about an intimidating
Well, what's he looking
opponent.
at? He can't cut this ball in? I guess not. Wow.
He's playing safe behind the 7.
You got it, too, huh?
Very good safety. I'm always a little scared when I play safe and kick my ball over by the 9, because I've seen a lot of freaky stuff happen. I don't. Look at this hit.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, wow. Almost. There goes Billy with his foot up in the air.
See, I don't like what he did there. He could have took an angle and got down where he can go one rail on the 8. That's 9's in the way. You're not going to scratch. Now he's got to do something.
Yeah.
And he's going to power, and that's when bad things can happen. Now he's going to try to force follow it 2. Watch this.
And look like
See what I mean?
Exactly.
You know, he's trying to put a Earl Strickland stroke on it, and
he's relying on his stroke to get him out of.
Well, this cue ball just doesn't react for a power stroke very. You know, he's trying to force follow that with spin, and now look, he's going to leave an easy out.
You're right.
And he had ball in hand. He just could have. He didn't think it through very well.
He looks to me like a player that relies on his stroke to get him out of trouble and doesn't.
I know, but he could have took a little angle and drew it back. Had a and just had a real easy out. You know, when you got ball in hand with 3 balls and you don't get out, which happens to me fairly often too, but. You know, now he's giving this guy new life. Instead of 5-2, it's 4-3.
Yeah, he's made it real close.
And this guy's got a chance to tie it up here.
I don't think you'll see Billy make that mistake the next couple games. I think he's the type of player that just says to himself, "Okay, that didn't work. I got to do something different next time."
Well, he just kind of casual, you know, played shape and got dead straight in with the distance. Any kind of angle, he probably would have been fine.
You know, it just occurred to me that this Ray Garcia has got a Mez shirt on. That tells me that he plays on that tour.
Is that what do you mean a Mez shirt? Is that a Mez logo?
Yeah, can you see his little stamp, his little patch on his shirt? I'm gonna try to look up his Fargo rating and see if we can see what Mr. Ray Garcia. What is his Fargo rating? I want to get to know this player a little bit.
That is okay. Yeah, that is a Mez logo he's got on there.
Oh, of course, there's lots of Ray Garcias.
Would you put Ray Garcia pool? In the Fargo. Okay, I see.
Oh, okay. Well, this is Ray Garcia in Texas. Then one of them doesn't say from where, Texas. And then here's one from California, Stockton.
That might be him.
455. And then there's another one from Lemoore, California, 478. We are just guessing now. He might be the Raymond Garcia from Stockton would be my best guess. A 455. You know what? If he's a 455, he's playing pretty well for his average, I would say.
Well, what are you, a 650?
No. I just started getting rated. So my rating has been slowly going up. I'm like a 584, I believe, or something like that. But I haven't been in the system for very long, so it's going to take a while to get established. I think when it's all said and done, I'll be probably like a 600, maybe a little higher. I'm not sure. What would you say Billy Silveira's rating is, the way he shoots? What would be your guess?
A little over 5, maybe 550. I don't know. I think I'm like a 560.
What is your Fargo rating, by the way?
That's what I said. I think it's a 560.
Oh, you're a 560?
I think.
Okay.
I don't know. I haven't looked at it since I finished 7th and 8th in the Mez. Who'd they call?
You are a 628.
See, I went up about 40 points or so because I finished 7th, 8th in the Mez.
And you're established, and you have 206 score sheets, I believe, or matches on there. So 650, I believe, is semi-pro. So you're right there.
I'm going to start stalling then.
That was a good safety by Billy.
Wonder how many is going to play down to. They used to play down to 8, which means we were here real late. You know, 4 on the winner side and 4 on the loser side.
Wow. Table next to us, the gentleman just broke the ball, scared me. He hit the ball so hard.
Uh-huh.
So Raymond just hit a nice little kick shot. You know, Billy's got to do a little bit of work to get that cue ball back to the 5.
Nah, he's got all you got to do is, if he makes it, he's going to be back there.
That word "if" in pool is very big.
Well, see, he thinks he's got the guy helpless, and he won't. You know, you got it. The 9 ball, you got to go for that shot there. I don't care.
You know what? Maybe Mr. Ray Garcia has shown him that he can run a few balls, and he doesn't want to take a chance. Look at that. That looked like a little one-pocket safety, huh?
And he sold out, though. I don't know if he can get down table with it.
It's tough to get that cue ball back.
No, they spin good off this rail. Problem is, he might run into the 9. Oh, he did good.
Wow, that was one of his best shots today in this match. See Mr. Doug Whitley over there. He comes to a lot of tournaments. Oh, Billy got a good shot on the 6. Let's see if he can do his job.
All you got to do is just make it. Get to the middle of the table. You want to learn how to play position? Make sure you can get to the middle of the table.
Yeah, that's some advice that Billy Palmer gave me many, many years ago.
From no matter where the ball is, make sure you can get to the middle of the table. See, now he got a little funny again. You know, that side pocket's tough. So he's going to have to muscle this a little bit. Should be all right.
No scratch. So he's okay. At least he's shooting for his dough. It's always good.
And he hounded it.
Oh my goodness.
So you put all that left-hand English and bend it into the ball instead of just using no English and hitting the hole with it.
Yeah. Mr. Dave Gross in the chat. How you doing?
Dave, I was just out practicing a little 3 cushion. I think I'm getting ready for you. Made 3 in about 20 minutes.
Dave Gross was a good player.
Good 3 cushion player.
Oh man, this is makeable, but it's also missable.
I might bank it, stiff it and bank it, you know, long rail and leave the cue ball down the rail, because if you miss it, you're going to leave it out in the middle of the table someplace.
If I'm feeling sporty, I'm shooting it. If I'm not, I'm playing safe.
Yeah, if I'm running balls, I usually see the edge of the ball pretty good. So did he.
Wow, good shot. Good shot, Billy.
He leaped at it. That's it, ain't it? Oh, no, he's on 5.
He's on the hill.
5-3.
Good shot.
Well, he's left several chances. But,
well, Mr. Henderson, I'm up. It's been a pleasure.
all right, go
You're
get
gonna
him.
hold the fort by yourself here.
That's right.
Alrighty.
Nelson Silva.
It's my last match.
Who are you playing?
I don't know. Doesn't matter. They're gonna play good or play bad.
You have a nice little break.
Yeah, I did.
Another cheeseburger.
No.
It's not a good break without a cheeseburger. I'll probably have one more tonight.
Yeah, they're easy to chomp on, aren't they?
Well, Billy's he's got him 5-3.
He's playing pretty good. I've been watching over there.
Yeah.
I mean,
He been pocketing balls. Some of his.
he just cut that
some
nine
of his
pretty well.
pattern.
A couple
yeah,
banks
some of
I
his-
saw too.
Look here, but some of his patterns. He's a little too aggressive sometimes, and then he'll play safe when I think he should go for it. But he's got the guy 5-3. Now what's the guy? What kind of safety is he trying to play here? So, that was a good shot. Well, they're both playing too many. Gracie could shut that in the side, I thought.
Are you having a good tournament experience this year,
I am.
John?
Yeah, I'm in the, I might be in the money. I don't know. What do you say? 128 field. So 128 to 64 to 32 to 16. So I'm in the top 24, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So that's probably $40 back or whatever they pay.
Yeah.
And if I win my next one, I'll be in the top 16 on the winners. And then I see the next guy after that would be a Markang. So my reign of terror would be over. Maybe.
Awesome.
Maybe.
Awesome.
You never know. You never know. But he is serious as a heart attack in these things. He's won several of them.
Well, he's closed it out.
6-3.
Mm-hmm. So, we're going to have something else up soon. We got other matches going on. We got
My old teammate Doug Whaley's playing over there. I don't know who he's playing. There's a lot of players that I don't know.
I know. I'm like, that's why I was just about to say, like, who's playing who on what table, but I don't know their